Welcome back to day 11 of us building a 13.5 by 6 metre log cabin in Market Rasen, Lincolnshire. After a brief hiatus, we've been off and we've built a small building in Tewkesbury. We are now back to resume the build, and it looks like the spark has been in, he's had a go, he's got the main board in, conduit, conduit. That's a much better look. Wouldn't you agree? Let me know in the comments. Now today, plan of action, big set of doors, they're going in there because the wind is absolutely howling through here and it makes the building really cold. Connor's going to get some of the insulation on the roof. Oh, Spark has even done the spotlights. Connor's going to get his insulation done on the roof, membraned, get the laths on so we can start putting the steel roofing sheets on. So everybody knows, cup of tea, crack on. So I've got my double doors on, and these are important to me because, as I said, the wind is blowing right through here. It's making the old building freezing, and I'm working inside today, and it's nice to be a bit warm. So I've got my temporary screws in, and the reason I haven't sunk them all the way in as temporary screws is it's easier to fill the hole left by the thread of a screw than the head of a screw. So it's doing its job, it's holding, it's not all the way in, head sticking out. So when I take that out in a bit, little bit of filler in there, you'll never notice it. That's what that's for. I better go and drink my tea before it gets cold because I have actually forgotten about it. What a difference a set of doors make. It's slightly less breezy in here, which means there's a chance I might be able to feel my toes soon. Anyway, more doors, more windows, and more architraves. Go. When it comes to the architraves, I like to make sure all of my screws are symmetrical and all in a horizontal line on any one side of the building. So all of these ones, all of the architrave screws are good horizontally, they're all going to be in exactly the same place because it's my pet hate when I see screws just littered everywhere with no thought. I mean, a lot of the time externally they get filled, sanded and painted, but on the inside everyone likes to just leave them natural. So it's always nice to see symmetrical screws that are all in a nice line. Maybe I'm just anal, who knows. What we are going to do with these gaps above the windows and the doors is we're going to put a bit of rock wool in there. Probably the only type of insulation you can put in there, as it'll still allow the building to settle without hindering it. If you put solid insulation in there or the spray foam, it's not going to let the building settle and it will stop the movement. So rock wool in there and continue putting the rest of the architraves on the windows. Connor's just unwrapping the last window off of the pallet for me. I know there's two there, but one of them isn't for that hole in that back room there. It's way too big, so we've got another window coming later on. I've blocked the hole off for now. He's going to unwrap that. That's the last window we need for the bathroom, so that's going to go in as soon as I've had my pot noodle and a cup of tea, because it is lunchtime. So pot noodle, cup of tea, as soon as that's had, bathroom window in, finish off all these architraves, and I may make a start on the gable and barge boards today, I don't know, but it is super windy out there. So trying to put all of this insulation on that roof with the wind like it is, it's just going to be a mess. So we'll see how we get on. Can only do so much in a day. Crack on. Double doors, they're in. These double doors in, they fell over then, in an architraved. We've got all of the architraves on the internals done, all of our handles on. We're missing two handles for them windows over there, not quite sure where they are. We'll find them. And the window in the back room that you can see there, Josh has been and grabbed it and is bringing it with him today so we can actually get that window in, which means our building is going to be completely sealed from the elements, and it is still really windy out there. We've got to do our internal doors next, but we can't put them in yet. They've got thresholds in that have got to sit in them gaps, and we've also got a floor covering to take into account, so we're going to trim the bottom of that door up just as soon as we've had another cup of tea. We're actually back on day 12. I didn't manage to film an outro purely because it got dark outside and I was like, it's fine, there's lights inside, so I could just do my outro later. And then Josh turned up and he got his outside lights wired on, but everything was live, so we had to shut the power off. So yeah, we're back, day 12. We're going to focus on outside because it's going to rain later and we need this building watertight because, as you can see, there's exposed electrics up there. So Connor's going to sort out the fascia boards. We're going to get them screwed on and make a start insulating that roof. We've got our fascia boards on down the sides. I've just stuck a string line up there just to make sure it's nice and straight when you look at it. And if it isn't, I've had to cut a couple of the rafter tails just to, you know, bring the board in so that we haven't got the old waviness going on, because we don't like that. Connor's just starting the insulation. As soon as he's done the insulation, membrane's gone on top of that, which is, make you guys dizzy, down there. So, insulation, membrane. We've got a woolly roof, not the terrace part though. There's no need to insulate that because why would you want to keep a terrace warm? Keith's armed with a hammer, some nails and a handful of good ideas. I'm going to try and get this membrane down with the wind. It is quite windy up here, so hopefully Connor doesn't parachute off somewhere, but you can only hope. Ooh, it's just not enough hours. Not enough hours in the day. The time is currently, I don't know if you can see that, 7 minutes past 7, and we've still got 2 hours and 20 minutes journey home. But on the plus side, there'll be no traffic. We've got the membrane done on this front side. We've got 3/4 of the battening done. Still got to do the back side. Still got to put the steel sheets on the roof. Still got to do all of the steel verges and the steel ridges. But then the roof will be complete and we can get round to finishing everything off inside in the warm, and it is considerably warmer in here now we've insulated the roof, considerably. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on, and you get to see part, where are we at? We've just done 9 and 10, this is 11 and 12. If you want to see part 13, 14, maybe 15, I hope not, but maybe 15, make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Over and out.